basically just talk about Wendy Williams and how, this is just some sad, sad, sad stuff. I mean, from the moment she fainted till now, I mean, we have learned so, so, so much, and it's so unfortunate, right? And it's just devastating to me that, you know, she's over there saying how she supports him, and I don't know if that's because he's her handler or what, but I don't know what is going on. But, she, again, when she came back on the air, she was all about him, showing that picture, saying, everything's well in Huntersville and she knows what's up. So, I mean, unless they have like some type of like arrangement going on with their marriage, I don't understand why she would be so upset to go ahead and get all coked up or pilled out or whatever she did and get drunk and disappear after the show if she's really okay with what's going on between Kevin Hunter and Trina Hudson. And I can't believe it. Not to mention I can't believe Tasha K went ahead and got confirmation that indeed she did have the baby because the baby's like in the hospital and she was in the hospital as of like 5 days ago or something. So I mean, this is all straight up legit true, more or less. So I just feel really bad for Wendy. I'm curious what you guys all think about it. I mean, at first I was really angry at the whole situation, and when I first got this channel back up and running with my phone, I was going to go ahead and make a huge rant about how I think Wendy Williams is like a terrible example of like a woman staying in an abusive relationship. And I still think she is staying in an abusive relationship, but I think it's for a lot more reasons than we even are aware of. I do think it has obviously to do with money and things like that, but I don't think we know all the hairy details of the situation. But yeah, these streets are talking, and boy, has so much information come out and been unearthed. Like, I'm curious what's going to happen with Serena Hudson and Mr. Kev because, or Calvin, whatever the fuck his name is, because I've heard that people in the streets have said rumors have been circulating that Serena, aka Nikki, is also using him for his money. So I mean, when the player gets played by the side chick, it'll be quite interesting how that all folds out, or tumbles down down the line, but walking down the line. But I am curious, like, why do you think that this is going on? I mean, do you really think that it's Wendy's addiction that caused Big Kev to go ahead and do things like this and continue on for this long with this relationship? Or do you think it's the opposite? You think that the reason why she's relapsing, why she's an alcoholic and or a pill addict, if that's what's going on and rumors are true, is it because of him? I'm not 100% sure myself. That's why I wanted to do this live. Either way, like I said at first, if and also if he is allegedly beating her up, that's also really messy. I have heard that from former people that have settled out of court that had issues with Wendy as well as Big Kev. I've heard from both angles that they have been violent to each other. So I don't know what the real tea is on that. I don't know if it's a mutual domestic situation. But I will say this: usually couples that are been together for that long. Oh, you can't hear me? Oh, that's not good. I think my volume's up as much as I can go, so it's unfortunate that you can't hear me if you can't, but I tried to get closer to it. Yeah, so basically all I was saying was just I'm curious what you guys think about it. I'm curious. Oh, good. I'm curious if you guys think that Wendy Williams, what happened first? Is it the chicken or the egg scenario? Did the alcoholism and the drug addiction ruin the relationship and the marriage, or did the marriage crumble because of the cheating and the sneaking around, and she's so devastated that now she's addicted to drugs again? I don't know. I mean, I think that, just because we got all of this information now doesn't mean that that information wasn't always being, on the DL going on. We don't know how long Wendy has been abusing drugs or alcohol. I will say this though. Before she fainted, I wasn't even really watching the show that much anymore, but when she fainted, I knew something was up. Like, I didn't think that it was
I didn't know what it was. I honestly thought she was having a stroke too. But since that moment when she got like that bobblehead look to her, when she got really skinny, and she came back, I think after like maybe the summer vacation or something, she looked totally different. So I'm assuming that's when the relationship really went bad. Is I think like the season of when she did faint, which I think is last season. I think it was really starting to take a toll on her. I don't know if she had relapsed then and was just hiding it, but it does make me think, I really hope to God that the reason why she hurt her collarbone or her shoulder, whatever, which I, again, there's a conspiracy theory on that too. And I think that she personally had a boob job and had her boobs downsized because she lost that weight and was a lot thinner from the diet. Remember that? Or the stress of him cheating. We don't know the real versus the fake. I think Wendy has been taught through her experience how to kind of pepper in the truth and with the lies, etc., etc. So we don't really know what's going on. All I know is she lost a lot of weight and then she started slurring her speech and things like that. So I do think she was drinking on the job. A lot of people thought she was just doing coke. And I'm like, yeah, or she was doing both, downers and uppers, who what do people like to do when they do cocaine? They like to drink like a fish because they can. So I really hope she is getting treatment. I hope she stays sober for her son's sake. And hey, she can watch the Real Housewives of New York City reruns and look at Luann and look at how much Luann has struggled with her drinking and how she's still come out on top. You know what I mean? She's sober, quote unquote. So, if it takes, going to meetings constantly, maybe going away for a little bit, I think her taking a hiatus was really smart. Unfortunately, it's not good for the show. I mean, let's be realistic. For Wendy's sake, I hope that they cancel that show. Um, if it keeps, going the way it's going, or they replace someone, and it's decent. But I don't think you should call it Wendy if Wendy's not on the show. I just don't see how that's fair. I think they should trademark it as something else, call it Hot Topics, do something. But if Wendy can't do the show, it needs to be changed. And as far as Big Kev and her still being married after all this, I really hope that it's because literally she doesn't want to give him half of what she's made, which I understand 100%, considering she works so hard and he's over there, getting it in with someone else. But I do hope that she does the right thing, she gets clean, and when the time is right, she freaking, collects her coin and gets out and does what she has to do to sever ties with him. Because I'm sorry, but if someone's helping deliver a baby, that was my cat. if if someone's helping deliver a baby and they're still saying that they're loyal to you, that's a mind fuck in itself enough to run and do something that you would regret. So I really hope that she seeks treatment as well as like mental help and help and gets mentally healthy for her kid's sake as well as her own sake, because that's a mind fry. And anyone that's sticking up for that situation and saying that Big Kev has like real love for her, that's not real love to me. And unconditional love doesn't necessarily mean you have to be with someone. So Big Kev stringing this along when he's helping deliver someone else's baby and be with them and have vacations with them while this person's locked up in a quote unquote rehab. I'm sorry, but that shows you the true colors of the situation, doesn't it? So, sometimes I love this saying because it's true. Like, you only get so many signs, you get so many red flags. And eventually the universe is going to take care of the situation if you don't. And unfortunately, I think Wendy Williams was loyal like a dog and unfortunately got, the blunt end of the stick. So I hope she gets everything back in line and she figures it all out. I hope you have a blessed day. And I hope we all can learn something from this in a positive. So I talk to you next time. See you later.